to say M-A-L.
All right, here we are, folks. Welcome to another edition of high school baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. You are tuned in to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show. Nate Mullins and Carter Mullins, and we're on the right side. We got this all figured out. Let's go. All right. We're ready. We're primed, and we are set for this SBC River clash between these two rivals, these backyard rivals. This is kind of like what we like to call this a backyard brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Carter Mullins, Nate Mullins on the call. We have Connor Roush, and we have Greg Kinn down manning the cameras today. Thanks for tuning in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, you're tuned in to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show. We're about 6 minutes away from first pitch here, which will be brought to you by TPC. But first, let's run through our sponsor list. This is the reason why we're here. We wouldn't be here without them. Let's thank our sponsors. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Rodgers Flowers, Phillips Electric, Carmies Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Benchwarmers, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing, all proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, folks, if you're tuned in, if you're watching us here on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, anything you got to do to stay up to date with everything Heart of Ohio Sports related. All right, so we're here with the pregame show. Let's talk a little bit about keys to the game, brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall. Carter, this one, this on paper, you look at this, and you obviously got a favorite, Hopewell with a 14-1 record. Tiffin Calvert coming into tonight at 8-9, or 7-9. But if you look at this one on paper, you can pretty much throw the papers out the window because this is an SBC rivalry matchup, right?
Oh, yeah. This is Calvert and Hopewell. I'm a Tiffin guy, but I always paid attention to these matchups here because, I wasn't close, but I knew who was playing on these teams, so I was always keeping an eye on. Always, these games are tough. Hopewell, Calvert, football, baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter. They're going to bring it. But I think it's going to be a good one. Calvert's got a around 500 record, but anything can happen.
All right, so on the mound for Tiffin Calvert tonight, you have Mason Johnson, number 34. And on the mound for Hopewell-Loudon, Tyson Swanigan, number 3. So those are your starters today for today's ball game. We'll go through some stats here in just a minute, but Carter, let's talk about those keys to the game. Whenever you talk about a rivalry game, I always say composure, whatever you need to do to bring yourself and get yourself ready mentally for this game, bring it. Because you need to have some kind of mental composure in these games because this is tough. You're talking about a lot of head games. A lot of these kids know each other. They're from the same area. They're probably friends with somebody on the other team.
Together,
exactly. Play travel ball together. So this is a tough game mentally as well as physically. So composure, I think, is a key. But what do you think? Keys to the game here today, brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant.
Okay, so obviously you got Hopewell sitting here with 1 loss. I think you said 14 wins. Yeah, they're tough. They're coming out. They're probably leading their division or whatnot, leading the conference. But Mason Johnson, he gets the ball, the call. When you're on the mound, you want to go out there and compete, and you got a chance to shut down that team. You take the challenge, you accept it, you go out there, you command, you throw strikes, let your defense work, and good things will happen. You just go out there with confidence and know that you can get that batter out.
Well, Johnson on the year, 9 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, 3 walks, and he's only given up 1 run, and it was not an earned run. So he has a 0 ERA through 9 innings pitched, so he's bringing it. And, that's a guy that he's not really known for his pitching prowess because, honestly, he's a guy that they like to get up there and like to swing away at the fences. He's a big bomber.
Okay.
But he can bring the gas. So that's something the Hopewell's going to have to kind of take advantage of tonight, figure out a way to put the bat on the ball, because you know what they say, pitcher supplies the power, right?
Exactly. You barrel that fastball up, that's the power, the speed of the pitch.
So Tyson Swanigan on the mound for Hopewell-Loudon. He's had a little bit more experience this year as he's pitched 19 1/3 innings. He has a 0.36 ERA on the season, giving up 2 runs, just 1 earned, 31 strikeouts, just 13 walks on the season. So he has command.
Okay.
And he has poise on the mound. So as a coach's son, you would expect something like that.
Yeah. 100%. So this dude seems to be getting locked in also. So tough matchup for Calvert, but like I said, baseball's it's a weird game. Anything can happen.
Right now, Swanigan sitting at number 10 in the SBC in strikeouts with those 31 strikeouts. And, it's one of those situations where he's a coach's kid. He's going to have the mental composure that I was talking about as a key to the game here. But how is he going to be able to, collect himself to come out here for this game? With the weather situation, we had a possible before today's game. I kind of thought maybe we might not be able to play this game. Earlier in the day, I was thinking, are we even going to get this game in? But we got the weather situation here for Swanigan. What do you think the key is for him today?
I think the key is just to get ahead and finish batters, not to mess around. Just get on the mound and just do what he does best and get batters out so that his team can stay confident, come in and score runs.
Absolutely. All right, so here's your first pitch, brought to you by TPC Food Service. We'll bring you that here in just a moment, but once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you today's matchup here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And, of course, thanks to TPC Food Service and our pregame show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Let's take a rundown through all of our sponsors quickly here before we get to the first batter. Nick Palm will be leading it off for Tiffin Calvert here today. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Rodgers Flowers, Phillips Electric, Carmies Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Benchwarmers, TJ Willies Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing. Those are your proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. The pulse of the Buckeye State. Talking about Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. Talked with Katina today. We're getting a backdrop made. Can you believe this? A backdrop.
There we
I'm
go.
so stoked about this.
Hey, community.
Legit backdrop. We're going to have a banner we set up during games. Get some stickers made, some T-shirts. We're excited.
Sir.
Once again, first pitch brought to you by TPC Food Service. Nick Palm leading it off for Tiffin Calvert. Tyson Swanigan on the bump for the Chieftains. We're underway here at Chieftains Field as Nick Palm fouls that one straight back.
I was seeing his stats. I noticed he's got a dinger on the ear. That first swing there looked like he was trying to get number 2.
And he had himself a, what do we call that? It was a Little League home run on Monday.
Oh, is that what the one is? Is that what?
No, I think he really did get a hold of one earlier, but on Monday,
I was going to say,
as
he had a heck of a game on
hits
Monday.
that one back to the pitcher. It caroms off the pitcher to the second baseman, who fields and throws him out.
I mean,
at
if there's
first
no
base.
errors and no, that should be 2 then. If he's got one over the fence and there's no errors, it's straight up. That's a home run.
Oh, that was an error for sure.
Oh.
It was. That's why I say it was a Little League home run.
I got you.
They threw it to
no.
third to get him out because he went for the triple.
Oh, okay.
And it was a throwaway, so he
Hey.
just went home.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay, got triple and then scored on the throw. Okay.
that's right.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah,
So Palm grounds out to start the game. Bottom of the first here, or top of the first, I should say.
that's a good idea. I kind of
Getting ahead of myself.
That's a good idea by that batter, though. I looked down and noticed third baseman was a little bit on his heels. That batter was paying attention to that.
Hunter Yackel, the batter. One of those players. It doesn't matter what team he's on. He's kind of one of those utility knife guys. A do it all, do anything for the team. I mean, those guys are invaluable.
Oh, especially in high school baseball, when you only have so many pitchers, that not say you don't trust, but you have your 2-3 guys you go to. You don't have a whole bullpen. You got to have that guy that can move positions in the field to make up for that.
Swanigan with the pitch. That one low. 1-2 the count. One out here in the top of the first. No score. Tiffin Calvert coming into today at 7-9. Hopewell at 14-1 on the season. Swing and a miss. Hunter Yackel down on strikes. Goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Swanigan took a little bit off that one.
Yeah, that was
Pulled
a
the
nice
string.
bender. He's locked in for sure.
Mason Johnson, his counterpart, at the plate. As I said, Carter,
Yeah,
they're going to expect him. They want him swinging for the fences.
That's a big kid. Yeah, is he a lefty pitching too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one in there for a strike. Johnson batting .372 on the season. 2 home runs, 20 RBI.
20 ribbies. That's nice.
He has drawn 9 walks. Just 4 strikeouts, so he doesn't strike out much. He's got a good eye. That one grounded back up the middle. Second baseman Fields throws him out at first for the final out here in the top of the first. 1-2-3 first inning for Tyson Swanigan. We head to the bottom of the first. Still no score. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. We've got Greg Kinn and Connor Roush manning the cameras today as Connor kind of taking over Greg's, I think, a supervisor role today is what you want to call it.
It works for me, man. It's cold down here today.
Connor had a nice little getaway. Got to go to Colorado for some training.
That's right. And then also got to experience Rocky's field.
Oh, yeah?
Got himself
Nice.
a Major League Baseball.
First baseball.
Yeah.
Man.
Took 21 years, but
There you
we
go.
got there.
Hey, it's been 38 years. I'm still waiting on mine, so.
Legit, like 5 minutes in.
My first ball
That's
better
pretty
be at
cool.
the Jake.
That's pretty cool.
Just talked
5
to-
minutes in.
5 minutes in, where I walked in, there is the bullpen, and Lucas Sims on the red. He's injured right now. I yelled down at him, talked to him, and he threw me a ball.
That's awesome.
Just like that.
I had a similar situation opening day against the Sox.
Was that at the Jake or at
Yeah, it was
Progressive
at
Field?
the Jake. Yeah, it was Progressive, but
All
Jake,
right.
same difference. But I was nice enough to give it to the little girl next to me.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Because they said, man, we've been here for 7 years straight. And they said we got a ball every single opening day. And the outfielder threw it to me, and I was like, here's 8.
There you go.
That's not what I heard, Cocker. I heard that I heard the little girl got the ball and you were crying, so she gave it to you.
No, Carter had a brand new ball in his pocket. He gave her that one and kept the one.
Right? Psych.
Bottom of the first coming up. Mason Johnson, the pitcher.
Leading up here, Chieftains, your center fielder, number 13, Nate McDonald.
Leading off for Hopewell-Loudon, Kane McDonald. Batting .292 on the season. Drawn 12 walks. Just 8 strikeouts. Does have 6 stolen bases, so he's a speedy guy. They want to get him on base. Hit right back up the middle, and that's how you do it right there. As he works himself on first pitch.
That grass
wasn't
really
waiting.
slowing it down, though.
It did. It slowed it down pretty good.
He hit it pretty hard. It seemed like it was going to be a for sure hit. That shortstop almost made a play on it. Who knows if he made the throw, but he almost kept it in the infield.
Palm had a couple of outstanding plays on Monday. He's a slick fielder out there. So runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. That one bunted down the first base line, and nobody's there to cover first.
Wow, that was a great bunt. And honestly, no one was on third for the most part, too. The runner on second could have made a push for third, but no reason to risk it. No outs, 2 runners on.
That's small ball right there. Work your teammate over, earn yourself a base in the progress.
Right. Coach has a lot of trust in his 3 and 4 hitters, you know. This is what he wants.
Ashton Bohr, the batter for Hopewell-Loudon. That one just misses for a ball. Bohr on the season batting .510, 25 out of 49. He's got a home run, a triple, 10 doubles, 14 ribbies. I'm sorry, 19 ribbies. That one just misses for a ball.
Johnson's thrown 2 straight breaking balls. He must be his go-to. I don't know if he's confident with his fastball or...
So he's not a lefty pitcher. He's a righty pitcher. Thought he was, but throws righty, bats lefty. Checks the runner. The 2-0 misses. 3-0 the count. Or with a good eye here. Just waiting for his pitch. That one misses.
Must have been up a little bit. Seemed like a good spot, but that's a good eye by the hitter.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. That looked like it was right down the pipe, but I think ump said, nope, we're not getting that one. He's setting his strike zone early, so we'll see. Let's take a look at the Skycam perspective here, as we got our camera right behind home plate here.
Nice. That's a nice view.
That one high. Of course, this camera is just a little bit behind the action, so we just use that as kind of a preview. Bring it back to the 4K. Nobody out. Bases loaded. That one's skied, and it's going to drop for an infield single. Palm throws out the runner at first, but they do score a run.
Yeah, that's tough. Little blooper behind the pitcher's mound. Shortstop made the right play. He took what was given to him and got the runner out at first.
Yeah, not dumb. No, we're going to go +1 there. There we go. Runner at second and third, one out. 1-0 Hopewell. Mason Johnson checks the runner at second. Comes to the plate. That one misses for a ball. Johnson still trying to get that curveball to go. Not finding the zone with it, though, here in the early going. 2-0. That one hit back up the middle. Palm fields, looks at home, but then decides to throw over to first for the sure out.
Wasn't quite hit hard enough to make the play at home, so just like that last play, took what was given to him, got the second out at first.
So 2-0 your score. Now a runner at third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
As a hitter with less than 2 outs, runners on third, second, and third, 2 things you don't want to do is strike out or pop out to the infield. I mean, as you can see, that's not a great hit or something, but just putting a play on the ground will score you a run.
Cohen Seneball, the batter. That one outside, misses. 2-0 the count. Johnson having some trouble finding the strike zone here in the early going. Weather sometimes has an effect on pitchers, you know.
Yeah.
There is some wind down here.
That one in there for a strike. Painted the outside corner with that one. 2-1 the count. That one hits straight up, off to the right, and foul. 2-2 the count, 2 down. Bottom of the first. Chieftains have scored 2 here in this frame. Seneball, the shortstop, faces a 2-2. Fouls this one straight back.
Two-strike approach, batter just got to keep battling here and hopefully find some grass in the outfield.
Seneball batting .400 on the season. Hits that one straight up over to the catcher, and Yakel squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning.
That was a great job by Johnson to stay composed. You know, bases loaded, no outs, and 2 runs out of it. Could have been a lot worse.
So we go to the top of the 2nd inning. 2-0 Hopewell, your score. Due up for Tiffin Calvert, Garrett Spawn, Max Paul, and Harry Schultz. Your 3, 4, 5 hitters. As Tyson Swanigan made short work of the lineup in the first half, or in the first inning. A 1-2-3 inning. Of course, Connor, you told me a little something before the game today of note. Something happened last week?
Last week they pitched a no-hitter against Danbury, and that was their 3rd no-hitter of the season.
Now, was that a
combined
no-hitter, or?
That one was a combined no-hitter.
All right.
Who threw the no-no themselves for the him? Swanigan? Did Swanigan throw a no-no?
Connor.
I think all of them were combos this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, it's obviously one person throws a no-hitter that, wow, but
I've only seen one pitcher go the distance in a game this year, and he went 8 innings. That was Isaac Snyder for Old Fort. I can't say that, actually.
I was going to say
Carson Malott.
the Bellevue game,
Yeah.
right? I was
Yeah,
thinking.
that's right. He went complete game shutout against Bellevue.
Leading off for the Senecas, third baseman number 16, Garrett Spawn.
But they got a hit on him and a walk. So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Garrett Spawn leading off for Tiffin Calvert here in the top of the second. 2-0 Hopewell. That one in there for a strike. That one skied. Center field. Retreating, and Spawn drilled that one. Heading for second, and he's in with a leadoff double. He really got a hold of that when the center fielder misjudged it, I think.
I think it got up in a jet stream and it kept carrying. That center fielder thought he was on it and started backpedaling and said, uh-oh. And, yeah, he burned him for the double.
I'll bring up Max Paul.
For the Senecas, that's what you got to do. They score 2 in that bottom frame. You got to come back and you got to answer.
That's right. Paul batting .275 on the season. They throw back to second. Spawn back in safely. Didn't get a chance to talk about it, but Spawn improved his average to .327 with his 2-for-3 game on Monday. What a bend.
That was a nice pitch.
Tied him up because he thought that was going to be inside.
The only way you can hit that pitch as a right-hander is if you're out in front of it, basically roping it to left
You
field.
pretty much pull it.
It got to his hands before it was, and broke in. Strike.
The 0-1. Paul squared to bunt, fouls it backwards.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, move him over.
Right, as a hitter, you get called bunt sign with the runner on second. You want to try your best to get that to third, to either drag that third in, because that's a tough play for the pitcher to make that and throw to third and get the guy out.
The 0-2 in the dirt. Ashton Bohr with a nice stop there, keep it in front of him, keep the runner at second base. 1-2 the count. That one down low, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Paul out in front of that one. Goes down swinging. And Swanigan strikes him out for the first out of the inning.
Coach for Calvert wasn't too happy there. Batter didn't even attempt to run. That was a drop third strike, man. First base open. You got to hustle down to first base. Coach wasn't too happy about that.
Harrison Schultz, the batter. Or Harry, as we called him in football. We used to call his brother the junkyard dog. Jack Schultz. He's a tough kid. He was a shorter kid, but man, he could take hits. The 1-1. That one is fouled off to the left. 1-2.
As a pitcher, when you get ahead of counts, it gives you the freedom to, throw what you want. That's what Swanigan's doing a good job today, getting ahead of the batters and finishing them off.
Schultz batting 200 on the season. Fouls that one at the plate. Bohr comes up with it, makes the play at first, but they do move the runner over. There is 2 down.
Swinging bunt.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Essentially.
number 32.
That was tough. That kind of did seem like it was foul, but ball went into. It was fair though.
Now batting for Tiffin Calvert, Sam Krajewski. Batting 214 on the season. That one in there for a strike. Krajewski playing DH today, DHing for Caden Otterbacher, playing center field. That one in there for
His
a strike.
curveball's on tonight.
And it bends so much that, you know, as a hitter, you're watching it and you're like, he leaves his hand, you're thinking that's out. And then it bends back in. Just he's leaving a lot of hitters just frozen. And he comes back with a fastball and just kind of plays with the speed with him.
That's the thing as a hitter. You always want to be thinking fastball, adjust slow, but his curveball has been so on that they're thinking curveball, adjusting fastball. Because if you're thinking slow, adjusting fast, by the time you adjust it fast, it's by you already. You know what I mean? So
Swing and a foul at the plate.
I'm thinking here he's going to bring the heater up and he's going to chase high fastball. Bring him the heater, Vaughn.
The 0-2. Strike 3 called.
He just said, nah, I'm just going to looking.
Froze him up. And Swanigan gets out of it after giving up the leadoff double.
2 outs, runner on third. You got to do what you can to just put the ball in play. Can't be going down looking for sure.
We head to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 Hopewell-Loudon. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call with you. Connor Roush and Greg Kinn manning the cameras down the third baseline. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Rodgers Flowers, Phillips Electric, Carmies Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Benchwarmers, TJ Willies Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing. As we talk about First National Bank of Sycamore, they're our post-game show sponsor. Make sure you stick around for the post-game show. They're one of those banks, at First National Bank of Sycamore, they are uniquely rooted in our communities, proudly serving their customers since 1919. They have locations in Sycamore, Tiffin, New Regal, and McCutcheonsville. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Yeah, First National Bank of Sycamore, more like First National Bank of everywhere. I see an office everywhere I go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well-planted roots, what you like to call it. Joe Calatruglio, the batter for Hopewell-Loudon, leading off the bottom of the second here. That one misses. Mason Johnson's first pitch. 1-0 the count. Johnson on for his second inning of work here. Fouled off to the right.
All right, Joe, let's go, bud.
Of course, in the first frame, Johnson gave up his first runs of the season. Talked about that coming in.
That's
Only
right.
9 innings pitched, but he had yet to allow an earned run. Gave up 2 as Calatruglio swings and misses on that one.
It's good to see him getting ahead that first inning also. He was kind of, I don't want to say all over the place, but seemed to struggle to find the zone.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Throws it by Calatruglio.
That's what you do. That was a great pitch. He didn't mess with him. He brought the heater and sat him down.
Third baseman number 26, Jason Smith.
Now batting for Hopewell-Loudon, Jason Smith. Batting .293 on the season. Smith playing third base tonight. Swing and a miss.
I think he should just stick to that heater, man. He's finding it.
Well, they're having a hard time catching up to it, so I think they were just watching that curveball, you know. Foul tip there. Smith gets a piece of that one.
Batter didn't even step out to take a practice swing. He's ready to go.
Locked in. That one misses the strike zone. 1-2 the count. That one hits the edge of the strike zone. Strike 3 called.
That was definitely the edge, but Blue gave it to him, so throw it around.
Well, if you remember earlier, you know, the inside was not there for Johnson, so he started coming outside, and now there's the strike zone. So ump was just setting his strike zone. That's all it was.
That could be something, Coach, for the Senecas. Hey, you know, make this a little adjustment. He likes to live outside.
That's right. Getting a little windy down there, huh?
Yeah.
It's the first time we've actually maybe needed those windscreens. That one misses. 1-1 the count. Devin Falter, the batter. Batting .439 on the season. Drawn 10 walks as he hits that one into right field. Right fielder charges and makes the play. Dylan Stevens squeezes that one.
At the end of 2, your Chieftains
That's the
2,
final out.
Seneca 0.
Here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah,
We head to the top of the third. 2-0. Hopewell-Loudon.
Yeah, it really must be getting pretty windy out there because I thought that was going to bloop, and next thing you know, right fielder was under it. Must be some nice jet streams up in there.
Usually, if I see a flag, I can kind of tell where the wind's blowing, but
It's kind of
Here we
coming
go.
in.
Yeah,
I see it.
exactly.
There it is over there.
So
All right,
that's
we got
exactly what it did. I thought it was
Yeah.
blooping here. That wind going that way
Yep.
took it right to him.
blowing left to right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get a whole lot of deep hits today.
That's what probably was so tough for that center and that double also.
Yeah, he
Great
just
ad.
misplayed it, and that he probably caught it in a jet stream, like you said. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. Connor Roush and Greg Kinn manning the cameras down the third base side. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I had a talk with Johnny Reno, and renewed with us through the rest of the season. So that's always a
Love me some-
big ups. But I was asking him, I'm like, what do you want us to push, man? He's like, dude, you really got to push these pizzas. So we got a couple of them that I got to tell you to try.
Okay.
One of them, I think this is really, this is
I'm
awesome
here
when
for it.
two businesses work together. You get the best of both worlds with this one, as two great local businesses team up to bring you this fabulous creation from the labs of young Johnny Reno, the new MST loaded chicken chunk pizza
Say less.
from Reno's.
Say less.
Connor's sitting there like, man, I'm hungry. You're doing this to me on.
Right?
I came straight from work. Dang.
Top of the third. That one in there for a strike. Tyson Swanigan. On for
Swanigan.
his third inning of work.
Locked in. Getting ahead right away.
That one misses. 1-1 the count. Swanigan's only given up that one hit, the double, to Garrett Spawn. That one finds the strike zone.
I shouldn't be surprised, but man, every time he throws that curveball, man, for a strike, it's a nice pitch.
He's got it working for him today, that's for sure. That one misses. Looked like a little bit of slider action there, maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely, and that was on purpose. You know what I mean? He threw that pitch in the dirt to try and get that batter to chase.
That's right. Stevens fouls that one off to the right. That one misses. Stevens works the count full.
Battling.
Hold of that one, fouls it back.
Getting
Putting
that
together a
pitch count
nice
out.
at-bat here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hits that one back to the pitcher. Swanigan fields and throws it over to first with the underhand to get the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Good job by the pitcher to not rush that, get his feet under him, get a nice little toss to first. I've seen it happen a lot. Pitcher gets a ball hit to him, doesn't take his time, throws it into right field. Runners on second.
Now batting for Tiffin Calvert, Jackson Sizlove, batting .219 on the season. Swing and a miss. Swanigan threw it by him there. Another bender.
He's on.
Man.
He's getting ahead. He's commanding. He's pounding the zone.
That one misses. Just tried to make him swing at a bad pitch there. 1-2 the count. One out here in the top of the third. That one in the dirt. 2-2.
Number 9 hitter, you just got to attack him to get him out here. Just like
Strike three called. Froze him up with the inside pitch.
What do you know? That curveball, once again, froze the hitter.
Nick Palm up to the plate for Tiffin Calvert.
And so is this any relation to Coach Palm over in Findlay?
I think that's his boy.
Oh, okay.
One
All
of 'em.
right. So I'd assume he's a fairly decent ball player.
I don't want to assume, though. I'm pretty sure, though. I mean,
For sure. It's in the
Sam's
blood,
down there
it's
in the
genes.
dugout, so
He was our MST Sauce Player of the game on Monday.
that's right. Ooh, Palm hits that one. Left field. That's going to get down. Past the center fielder. Palm turns for two, and he'll be in standing for a two-out double.
Yeah, that was a nice rope. Like to see that from the lefty, hit that left center gap, let it get deep, and hit it to the opposite field.
Palm batting .489 on the season.
See if Yakel can come through here. Big situation with 2 outs, can cut this deficit in half.
Yakel grounds that one back to the pitcher. Underhands to first. And that's the end of the top of the third. Still 2-0 Hopewell-Loudon.
Couple doubles for Calvert, but that doesn't really phase Swanigan. He just keeps getting ahead of counts and getting ground balls.
Mowing him down right now. Mason Johnson coming out for his third inning of work.
Second inning was a lot better than that first. He's got to
for
keep
sure.
that going.
For sure. Of course, we had our Benchwarmers draft special this past Saturday. That was a blast, let me tell you. Brandon was nice enough to give us a spot out on the patio,
Oh, yeah.
right underneath the bullpen sign.
I put about 2 years of labor in for the old Benchwarmers. I'm appreciative of that. It was great times. Never forget it.
Good people.
Yep.
Brandon's a good guy to work for. You're talking about them. I mean, right now, they should be streaming our game. I gave them our schedule.
Okay.
Told them what games we have left. It should be streaming in the restaurant right now. We'll see if it actually. We'll see if that actually happens, because I said something to him about it on Saturday. I'm like,
we'll
just
find
pull
out
up the YouTube and
we'll find out.
Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully that's happening right now. But if not,
Right.
I mean, we'll find a way to make it happen, because I've already talked to him about it, and he's like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. So here we are,
buddy.
bottom of the third.
Leading off here, Chieftains, your center fielder, number 13, Gabe McDonald.
Kay McDonald leading off for Hopewell-Loudon. McDonald hits this one into left field. Left fielder squeezes that one for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one out.
Now batting, your pitcher, number
You love
30,
that as a pitcher.
Oh, absolutely. Harry Schultz makes the play for the Senecas. One out. Brings up Tyson Swanigan. Swanigan skies this one to the second baseman. Sizlove squeezes that one for the second out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs.
We don't get much better than that, huh, guys?
Yeah.
batting, your catcher,
Swanigan was batting .400 on the season.
Sycamore.
Brings up Ashton Bohr, second leading batter in the SBC with a .510 batting average. Look at this OPS. 1349.
Oh, yeah. He's hitting the ball.
And he's tearing the cover off it. That
There
one
it
hit.
is.
Left field, drops for a base hit. Schultz scoops it, holds him to a single, but Ashton Bohr.
First team All-Ohio last year.
That's right.
As a junior?
Batting,
That's right.
your left
Yeah, that's
fielder,
nice.
number 8, Eric Hoover.
That'll bring up Eric Hoover, left fielder. Batting cleanup today for Hopewell-Loudon. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one in there. 0-2. Hoover batting .434 on the season. Outside. 1-2. 2 down. Ashton Bohr down at first base. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss.
Way to get
Johnson gets the strikeout to get out of the inning.
At the end of 3,
Just
your
giving up the
Chieftains 2,
one single.
0.
Johnson's kind of settled in
Oh,
here.
yeah. I think I was a little first inning jitters. You know, kind of didn't really have the command, but he seems to have found it.
So we head to the top of the fourth. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Top of the fourth. There we go. Two 2-0 your score. Hopewell-Loudon leading Tiffin Calvert here in this SBC River rivalry matchup.
Just like we said, both teams battling out here. It's
It's
been a pitcher's duel for the most part.
It's going to be a mental battle as much as a physical battle today. And so far, Tyson Swanigan doing an excellent job here today.
Yeah, I think he had the mindset of give me one run and we're going to win, boys.
That's right. I mean, we've seen that earlier this year with Carson Malott.
Yep,
You know, you got that kind of a pitcher on the mound. I mean, that's confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Just note, game one this year was Hopewell 5-0.
5-0 Hopewell, game 1.
Okay. Good call on that. So Calvert's yet to put one up against Hopewell.
I have a feeling today's going to be one of those days where we might not see too many calls to the bullpen, brought to you by Rodgers Flowers.
Yeah, these pitchers
So
are
I do want to get in a little live read here. Flower shop season is in full swing. Stop in and see Brian today. Grab yourself a hanging flower basket or pick up something special for Mother's Day.
Hey, good call.
Rodgers Flowers is your one-stop destination for all of your special occasion needs.
Shout out to all the mothers out there.
That's right.
Days for you.
Mason Johnson leading off the top of the 4th. 2-0 Hopewell-Loudon. Johnson takes a swing at that curve ball, fouls it back. I think they're starting to maybe take the mentality of, hey, if you see that break, swing at it,
Yeah.
you know.
He hangs it, you bang it.
And that one misses. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Johnson fouls that one off to the left. One and two. Johnson hits that one right back up the middle, past the pitcher for a base hit. Swanigan made a nice attempt at it. He nearly, I mean, it missed his glove by inches.
As that, what's that commercial? Got to be quicker than that.
Let's see if we can get
But
an
no,
instant
he
replay
almost
on
made a
that.
great play on that.
All right, Red, let's twist it.
No? Okay. Guess not.
Just missed it.
Oh,
Good
that's
hit
right. I
back
got to
up the
click
middle.
the gotta click the screen. That's right. Still learning things here, folks. And that one hits the batter.
He didn't really turn, and it almost seemed like he put his elbow into it.
He didn't turn, but, I mean, he didn't move either. It hit him.
I think it's still a ball, but he stays.
Oh, yeah. That's what they'll call it. Should be 1-0 the count. Yep. Spawn gets a hold of that one, rips it into right field. That's going to split the outfielders. It'll get down all the way to the fence. Spawn is going to be interrupted. It is going to be tripped up
Batter
by
runner interference?
That should be no, that's interference because the second baseman was in the way. He's watching the ball in the outfield, so it's not his job to watch for the second baseman who's in the base path.
Honestly, I think it was the first.
As a batter, he's in the base path. So it's
yeah.
not really his job to watch for the fielder who's in the base path. And if you're making a beeline straight for second base, if there's a guy in your way, it's interference.
Oh, yeah. There had to have been some sort of interference. But honestly, that center, credit where it's due. The kid hit it hard, but the center fielder.
Oh, he made a heck of a throw to get it in.
Well, yeah, but the angle he took on the ball, I mean, again, it must be windy because he went in, he came in and then back instead of, his angle to the ball wasn't the best. But the kid roped it. Windy day. That's tough play.
Time called here. They seem to be sorting some things out. Nobody out, top of the fourth. Runners on second and third.
We're going to get him to third, then pinch run him? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, is he hurt?
No, he'll re-enter. They just want a pinch runner.
Unless they're going to try some suicide squeeze.
Well, nobody out. You want to try to get this one on the right side of the infield. Try to score the runner.
Yeah, but you think this way, if they made the pinch runner at first, he should have scored from first on that. You know what I mean? Why are you going to I'm not the coach.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Pinch runner when he's
Swanigan
on first could have been a run,
says, just give me the ball. Let me throw it by him.
Yep. No outs here, though. Gonna make Hopewell playing back. I see they're not cutting it.
What a bend on that one. Hoo, 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 hoo. That did all kinds of funny stuff.
Yeah, that was a pretty pitch.
The batters are staying in, but they just don't think it's going to break that much, and it does.
When it leaves its hand, it looks like it's going to hit him in the head almost, but the way it breaks, wow. He misses with that one. Bohr kind of double clutched when he went to throw it back. I wonder if he kind of questioned the call there for a minute.
Right.
But Ump's been pretty consistent today. That one misses. 2-2 the count. Of course, with the umpire shortage everyone's dealing with right now, I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, we've been to 2 games this year already with just one umpire.
Yeah, that doubleheader.
Swing and a miss. Paul goes down swinging.
That was a great pitch. The doubleheader that Columbia versus Oak Harbor that John Fretz did both games by himself behind the plate, man. Wow.
He was behind the plate for Monday's game as well. That was a big strikeout from Swanigan right there. That was huge. Nobody out, runners at second and third. Comes back to strike out the next batter after all that kind of commotion, everything that happened, you know, everything. Composure. That's what we talk about, mental composure. One of those keys to the game brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant.
100%, because as a hitter with nobody outs, runners on second, third, one thing you cannot do, strike out.
Schultz fouls that one off. One off to the left.
Heck, even a fly pop-up foul ball to left field is a chance of scoring a run. You know what I mean? You just can't. You got to find a way to get the barrel on the ball.
One. Schultz hits this one right side of the infield. Fielded. And the second baseman throws him out at first, but they do scratch across the run.
Good job by the hitter to get the ball on the ground to the right side, score a run. Hopewell did what they had to do, get the out at first.
A runner at third. 2 outs. 2-1. Hopewell leading Tiffin Calvert. Krajewski swings and misses on that one. The 0-1 misses the outside. That one in the dirt. 2-1 the count.
Catcher doing a good job to keeping that ball in front, blocking it. Runner on third. Catcher's working.
Ashton Bohr does an excellent job behind the plate. First team All-Ohio right there.
Dang.
He hits the outside corner with that one. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Runner at third. And he tried to get that curve to break back in, but just didn't have enough break to it there. So full count. Krajewski putting together a decent at-bat here. He's got a patient approach at the plate. That one, a strike 3. And Krajewski goes down on strikes. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 2-1, Hopewell-Loudon leading Tiffin Calvert. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We talked about Reno's Pizza, and he wants us to kind of push a couple of pizzas for him. We talked about the MST loaded chicken chunk pizza. Well, have you tried the Euro pizza yet?
I have not.
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, you're missing out. It's delicious. I've had one, and
I am missing out.
I almost had the entire thing to myself.
Living in Findlay the past 5 years, man, definitely really appreciated Tiffin's Pizzeria.
Dude,
what I mean?
we have the best pizza environment of any place in Ohio, I feel like, because there's so many different, and that's why when these chain pizza places come to Tiffin, they don't last.
We need somehow to set up a business trip for Dave Portnoy in Tiffin to do Monday through Friday.
All of the different mom and
Dude.
pop places.
I'm willing to bet one of them would crack an 8.
I think you're right.
I don't know. He's tough on the scores,
You know
but
who I think he would really like, the kind of pizza that he likes? Napoli.
Napoli?
Napoli and Fort Ball. Those two pizzas, I really think he would like.
Honestly, the slices that I'd whip up at Jack and Doe's for lunchtime high school kids, I think that
Jack and Doe's is delicious too, man. See, there's so many good ones. We're leaving out
we can
AJ's
talk
too.
about this all day, right?
So here we are, bottom of the 4th. Mason Johnson on for his 4th inning of work. Gave up 2 in the bottom of the 1st, but since then settled in nicely. Oh, and 2. Gets that one in there.
The Euro pizza, though, I need to get my hands on one.
Lamb, feta, tzatziki. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you can't go wrong.
We're
For
gonna have
real.
to have pizza for dessert after our business meeting tonight.
Just like whispers it in.
I had to get some pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a pizza with a side of pizza.
Can't go wrong with the Frankie's Original
the
also.
Frankie's Original is my go-to.
That one grounded to the shortstop. Palm Fields throws and hit.
Great play.
What a beautiful play by Nick Palm. Sometimes he makes it look easy, but that's a heck of a throw to make.
Strong arm.
Oh, yeah, he's got a heck of an arm.
Strong on him on both sides.
Oh, for sure. Both shortstops man that position well. Cohen Senebal up next for Hopewell-Loudon. Senebal batting .400 on the season. That one misses. 1-0 the count. He's got a pretty good eye. 490 on base. 450 slugging. Equates to about a 940 OPS. That is, those are pretty good numbers for a freshman.
Freshman, yeah. I didn't know he was a freshman. Definitely standing out, stepping up as, they're 14-1. You're a freshman, contribute in some way, I'd imagine.
Oh, he's contributing in big ways. Senebal grounds that one third base side, foul. We were here for a game earlier this year. They played the Seneca East Tigers.
Okay.
They were down 5-0 in that game, came back and won. I think it was 7-5 was the final. 7 or 8-5, one of the two. So this kid had an outstanding game, both in the field and at the plate. He ended up being our MST Sauce Company player of the game. So
Nice.
that one just misses. 2-2 the count. That looked pretty similar to the pitch that
Right.
the last kid struck out on it. Top of the 4th. The 2-2. That one's high. 3-2 the count. The 3-2 misses, and Senebal draws a walk.
That was a great job to lay off of that slider, curve, whatever you tried throwing. With full count, he found a way to get on.
Joe Colatruglio up next for Hopewell-Loudon. Batting .391 on the season. He's got 1 dinger, 15 ribbies. He does have 11 strikeouts, though, so.
He's up there swinging.
He's up there swinging. That's right. That's how he went down the first time. Went down swinging. The 1-0. In there for a strike. Runner at first. here with 1 out. That one in there for a strike. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Good idea by Johnson to throw that high fastball and make him chase.
Kyle Truglio goes down swinging. That'll bring up Jason Smith, third baseman. Smith is another one of those guys that strikes out a lot, but does get on base quite a bit. 463 on base percentage with 19 strikeouts. I mean, he's either striking out or he's getting on base. That's pretty much what those numbers tell you. The 1-0 in there for a strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1. Hopewell-Loudon leading Tiffin Calvert. Cohen Senabal, the runner at first, takes the lead. Johnson checks the runner. Comes set. The 1-1. Foul back. Yeah, Skycam shaking a little bit from that one.
Hit it.
Here's the 1-2 coming up from Johnson. That one misses high. 2-2. That one fouled off by
fighting.
Smith. Yeah, he's battling up there.
With only a 1-run lead, you want to get a little cushion there.
That's right. You need those insurance runs for sure. I mean, Swanigan's throwing the ball really well, but I know he would like at least another run. That one in the dirt. Yakel lost it for a second, but able to collect it. Runner stays at first. Now full count here for Johnson. Jason Smith putting together a really nice at-bat here. That one hit sky high, first base side. Max Paul squeezes it for the final out of the 4th inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Hopewell-Loudon 2, Tiffin Calvert 1. You're locked in here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
So far, the game. Record only a 2-1.
Exactly. These two pitchers are battling. They're competing.
2 rival schools, figure it'd be a competitive game,
Yeah, absolutely.
regardless of any stats.
Of course, we mentioned our pregame show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Did you know they've been a part of this community for 70 years? They're a member-driven financial cooperative, and they're delighted to provide a personal touch to an often impersonal industry with a focus on respect and member satisfaction while caring for your financial needs. Stop at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured, NCUA. Top of the 5th. Chieftains lead 2-1 over the Senecas. Leading off for Tiffin Calvert, Dylan Stevens, the right fielder. Stevens has had a rough go at the plate this year, batting .037. Just 1 hit in 27 at-bats.
That's rough, but
Does have 5 walks, but 10 strikeouts on the season in 27 plate appearances. Fouls that one back and off to the right. But he did have a pretty nice game on Monday. Gave him credit for a sack. Actually, I think they gave him an error. He ended up getting on base, but it was due to a fielding error, so they didn't give him the single.
Yeah, that's tough, but on base, that's really all that matters.
That's right. 0-2 the count. Stevens has fallen behind here. Fouled that one back. Sky cam. A little shaky back there. It's taking a couple hits, but it's still ticking.
Oh, yeah.
That one gets away. 1-2 the count.
Let's go, Tyson. 111.
The 1-2. Stevens fouls that one
He's
off to
fighting.
the right. He's definitely battling.
Something tells me, the stats you read about the battery, if he gets on, he might be a threat to swipe some bags. I'm
For
not
sure.
Seems fairly quick.
That one chopped. Second baseman boots it, and he's going to make his way on base, so Stevens is going to be safe at first. But once again, he's not going to get credit for that hit.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's not going to be a hit either. That's going to be an error
Yep.
on the second baseman.
The second baseman, number 11.
So it won't help his average, but it'll help the team because the leadoff man on first, I mean, that's what you want out of your 8-hitter.
Yeah, and you
Get
got
on base.
we've seen a few bunts this game attempted by both teams. Nobody out, runner on first with your top of the order up next. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a bunt here.
Squares up to bunt. They had the runner caught, but the first baseman unable to make the play. Bohr had him. I mean, they had him dead to rights there. Stevens was kind of caught in no man's land, but
He must have thought it was foul ball or something, or I don't know what he's thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't rushing very quickly there.
that one misses. 1-1. Sizlove trying to work his way on. He's batting .219 on the season. The 1-1.
Ooh.
Fouls that one down the third base side. So they're not waiting on that curveball anymore. They're swinging away at it. And it's one of those things where, Swanigan's, he's not throwing that for strikes, really. I mean, he's trying to bend it into the strike zone, but he's not leaving it over the heart of the plate. It's not.
Right.
So even if they swing at it, they're not really going to get a hold of it very well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, he's placing it very well.
Swing and a miss. Blows it right by him with that high heat. The first out of the inning.
Number 7, Nick Paul.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah. Call that the high stinky cheddar.
As my old Little League coach would say, he rocked back, fired that one.
2-1 your score. Hopewell leading Tiffin Calvert. Senecas with a runner on first here in the top of the 5th. Palm watches that first pitch as it paints the outside corner for a strike. That one misses in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Palm is one of those batters that you got to be careful with your approach here if you're Swanigan.
Yep, he makes you earn it.
The 1-1. Palm chops that one to the pitcher, and it's going to be a foul ball off the plate. I will say, the one thing that I've noticed about this blue here, He don't clean the plate very often.
Yeah, where is
John
the
Fretz
plate?
keeps a nice, clean plate. I cannot see that plate right now. I don't even know where it's. Like the front corner on the left is just buried.
Go, Tyson.
1-2. That went inside. Palm gets out of the way. 2-2 the count. Swanigan comes set. The 2-2. Palm bloops this one. And that's going to get down into right field for a base hit. Palm hustles his way, and he is going to be in standing for a double. So Seneca's now with runners at second and third, just one out.
Yeah, that was a nice approach. A good line drive double into right center.
Palm's got his second double of the ball game here.
Seneca's in position right now to tie it up or take a lead.
Yeakel's got to be patient with his approach here because the last two times he's played right into Swanigan's hands with that exact same hit. But he does end up scoring a run here as they scratch one across. Nice sacrifice.
Yeah.
As he gets it over the right side of the infield, that's where you wanted to place that. You know, I mean, if you're going to have that kind of a hit, you want it over there on the right side.
Exactly.
Get your guy home.
Exactly, but you hit on the nose. You need to be a little patient there. The last he had an opportunity earlier in the game to an RBI situation that he first pitch swinging back to the mound.
So runner at third.
But he was able to tie it up.
Top of the fifth, Mason Johnson up to the plate here with two down.
Mason Johnson settled in after that first inning, has a chance here to help himself out and get ahead.
That's right. And give himself a lead to work with here. The 1-0. Johnson. Took a nice rip at that one, but fouls it off to the left.
It's a good cut. Got to be a little sooner, get that foot down a little quicker, and straighten it out.
Swanigan comes set. The 1-1. That one hit foul. 1-2 the count. Two down. Top of the fifth. Tied at 2 between Tiffin, Calvert, and Hopewell-Loudon. That one misses inside. 2-2 the count.
That's a good eye.
That's a tough pitch for a lefty coming from a righty pitcher. You want to swing at that, but man, plate discipline. And Johnson hits it to the second baseman, but they glove and throw out the runner at first for the final out in the fifth. Top of the fifth, we head to the bottom of the fifth, and we are now tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, this is a battle. This is a battle. Both pitchers out here battling, doing what they got to do to compete.
Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. We've got Connor Roush and Greg Kinn manning the cameras down the third base side. Take a moment and thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. Thank you to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Rodgers Flowers, Phillips Electric, Carmies Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Benchwarmers, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Speaking of Phillips Electric, Greggy, how is it down there? All right, let's check in on this Phillips Electric weather report because I see you down there all bundled up. You're wearing gloves. You got a coat on.
Yeah, man, it's that wind coming off the field there from the left is this really cold wind today. There's no sun out here anywhere.
It's 53, and it feels like it is 49. We got a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So, yeah, if you're just sitting still and you're not really doing a whole lot.
It gets cold fast.
But it's nice and warm up here. I don't know. Got a nice little... Hey, that was the that's commentary from the announcer up here.
You keep it up, and I'm going to order the most expensive thing in Madison Street when we get there.
I mean, I kind of thought Connor was going to, so.
Who knows?
He seems like he's got good taste.
Oh, Madison Street's on Nate, huh?
That's what
Yeah.
we said. We were meeting after the game. No, I can't do it. I can't make it. Got stuff to do.
On second thought.
Second baseman number 2.
Well, business meeting after work, you know?
Yeah, with some grifts.
That's right.
Griff's is one of the go-tos for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom of the 5th. Mason Johnson on for his 5th inning of work. Fires that one in there for a first pitch strike. Devin Falter leading off the bottom of the 5th here for Hopewell-Loudon. That one misses. 1-1 the count. Falter scored 21 runs on the season. That one in there for a strike. Batting .439, 18 hits and 41 at-bats.
For being, I don't know if he normally bats in the 9-hole, but that many runs in the 9-hole, that says a lot. You know what I mean?
That just says a lot about this lineup.
Yeah,
They
for
got,
real.
I mean, 1 through 9, they can bring it.
I was going to compare him to the rest of the guys, like runs scored-wise.
I mean, the guy with the lowest batting average on this team is batting .292. That's
Yeah,
Kane McDonald.
right.
That's your leadoff hitter. So, I mean, they
But
put
yeah.
they put the bat on the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and usually it's in play.
That just shows the importance of the bottom of the lineup as well.
That's right.
Yep.
Falter hits this one into right field, and Stevens really didn't have to move for that one. Squeezes it for the first out.
Squared it up well, but right to him. And that's baseball, man.
That is.
Sometimes, you know, you hit it, it feels a great hit, but right to him, man. It's frustrating, but you gotta keep going.
One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Mason Johnson misses with that first pitch. That one high. 2-0 the count. Another one of those quick games today, Greg, as it's 6:11 already.
Couldn't be quick enough with it being chilly out here like this.
Could be chillier.
Yeah. Always could be chillier.
Johnson paints the outside corner with that one. 2-1 to count.
What's
course.
better than spring baseball?
Yeah, nothing. Especially in Ohio. What's
Right.
better than spring baseball in Ohio? Absolutely nothing. That one in there for a strike. So Johnson's worked his way back into this count. Fell behind 2-0. Now he's even the count at 2-2. That one chopped to the third baseman. Spawn gloves and throws it over and gets the out.
Good play, good throw. 2 down.
Now batting for your Chieftains, your pitcher, number 3, Tyson Swanigan.
Tyson Swanigan up next for Hopewell-Loudon here. Still tied at 2, bottom of the 5th. Johnson's really settled in since that first inning, man.
Mm-hmm.
That one in there for a strike. Seems to be finding the strike zone a lot better.
He's definitely in command.
That one misses.
That was a great pitch. Had to be out a little bit.
1-1 the count. That one is fouled. One and two. Don't forget we're back at it on Friday.
Hopefully. The weather holds up.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good now, but Swanigan hits this one. Center fielder comes on to make the play. Caden Otterbacher makes the play for the final out in the 5th inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Still tied at 2. Learn after that 5 times not to press that button unless I click this button first. But no,
Yeah, so
still making the same mistakes.
2-2. These are one of them games. As a fan, you might be yawning a little bit, but this is a pitcher's duel, man. These two pitchers are out here competing. As a baseball player myself, I'd like to see this. I appreciate the low-scoring games, the competitiveness on the mound, just to see the determination. Just warming up right now. He's still locked in. He wants this dub.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, look at where the team is in the record and where they are, number 2 team in the state right now.
Yep.
I'd want to keep
Okay.
them.
And you said they were Division IV Team of the Week, right?
This week, they were Division 4 Team of the Week. They won all 3 of their games last week by double digits.
They played a tough Gibsonburg team on Monday. Took their first loss of the season.
Tough first inning in that one for them.
Is there any more delicious pizzas you need to tell us about?
I think Calvert's
Oh,
got
we talked about the pizzas. Now I got something else I got to tell you about. We talked about all these different places to eat, and we said we were going to MST after the game for a little business meeting. But folks, let me tell you, Carmies. I'll tell you a little bit about this fine local establishment just after this pitch. Garrett Spawn chops that one to third, throws over to first, and takes the first baseman off the bag.
Just before you were going to start talking about the food, I was going to say, I think Calvert's got the momentum right now.
They really do.
And I think that even proves my point a little bit. We'll see what happens, but
Spawn with great hustle out of the box there to beat that down. And runner on first now. Nobody out. Like I was getting ready to say about Carmies. I mean, we're going to MST after the game. You should head over to Carmies. They are open until 10 o'clock tonight. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays, but, folks, I mean, if you're not doing anything after the game, as that one's in there for a strike, I mean, what better place to enjoy some outstanding barbecue after the game or even before the game? If you got somewhere to go, make sure you stop into Carmies and enjoy some good food. Low and slow is how they roll. Friendly staff and freshly cooked food daily. Located next to the Tiffin Hampton Inn. Hit a home run and bring your kid in for some free loaded tots. Max Paul fouls that one back. 0-2 the count. Runner on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. That went in there.
painted that inside corner. That was a great pitch.
3 pitches, 3 strikes for Max Paul. And Harry Schultz up to the plate now for Tiffin Calvert. Snap throw to first. Spawn diving back safely. First pitch misses for a ball. Runner at first. 1 out. 1-0 the count. Harry Schultz at the plate. Swanigan checks the runner at first. Comes set. The 1-0. Schultz fouls that one off to the left. Evens the count at 1-1.
Runner going there. I don't know if that was a called hit and run, but not a bad idea.
Hey, here we go. Let's go. Drive some here, kid. Drive some.
The 1-1. That one missed.
That was a good miss. He had to have been up just a little, but
He was getting those pitches in the early part of this one. That one misses high and outside. 3-1 the count.
Go, Tyson. Go, go. Be on time. Come on, Harry. Get your be on time. Let's go now.
The 3-1. In there for a strike. Paints the outside corner. The 3-2.
wow.
He
There
hits it
is.
into left field. It drops for a base hit. Harry Schultz with a great at-bat there. Worked it to a full count and slapped that one into left field for a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter number
That puts runners on second and third with 1 out. For Sam Krajewski. Brother of Joey Krajewski, who we will be meeting with after today's game. That's what the start of the business meeting was about here tonight, because I was supposed to be meeting with Joey at MST. And now we're going to get a substitute here at the plate. They're taking the DH off. And Caden Otterbacher will come in for the at-bat, as that's who Sam has been DHing for in the game.
That makes me think coach is thinking bunt here, but who knows?
Just his third at-bat of the season, Caden Otterbacher. He's 1 for 2.
Hey.
Batting 500.
2-4-3.
Runners at first and second with 1 out.
Yep,
Nice
there it
bunt.
is.
Oh, what a beautiful bunt down the first base
He's gonna beat it
line.
up.
And Otterbacher beats the
Safe.
throw to first.
There's that momentum.
What a huge at-bat there for Otterbacher as he's able to lay down the bunt down the first base line.
We'll see.
Beats it out.
If Calvert makes it come through, but their coach right now, he's been making some good calls. I like his approach.
Time called. And that means it is time for a call to the bullpen, brought to you by your friends at Rodgers Flowers. Once again, it is it's flower shop season, folks, and it is in full swing. Stop in and see Brian today. Grab yourself a hanging flower basket, or like I said earlier, pick yourself up something special for Mother's Day, or pick up something special for Mom for Mother's Day, you know. Rodgers Flowers is your one-stop destination for all of your special occasion needs. So let's talk about this call to the bullpen, Carter. Obviously, Tony just wants to talk to his guy. He's like, let's just get out of this inning. Let's settle down. You got 1 out, bases loaded. If you're the coach in this situation, what do you say to your guy?
Basically, stay poised. Hopefully, get a strikeout if you can, a pop out. But hopefully, you're telling our infielder we're cutting it. They got the infield in, letting our infielders know we're going 4-1. They ain't scoring. Basically, tell your players do whatever you can to not let them score.
First pitch misses. Dylan Stevens at the plate. Worked his way on last time thanks to a fielding error. looking for his second base hit of the season. That one high, 2-0 the count. Swanigan just needs to settle in and just worry about the batter here. Don't worry about any of these runners on base.
Got to throw strikes.
Oh, nice pitch there. Throw it right by him. Stevens, a little late on that swing there.
Yeah, 2-0 count. You got to pick your pitch, and you got to swing with a 2-0. You're ahead in the count. You can't be having half swings when you're ahead.
That one chopped at the plate. Pitcher comes home for the out, and the bases stay loaded, but a wise play there. Heads-up play by Tyson Swanigan, coming straight home with it and saves the tie.
Honestly, that's the one thing, as you know, Calvert striking out that or pop up, that's really the only thing you can't do. Even if you angle it, you know what I mean? He could have did that same thing, but if it's down a line, that's a lot tougher play, but that's right to the pitcher, and all he's got to do is underhand it right to the catcher.
Now batting number 9, Reed Ornament.
Reed Warnament, the pitch hitter for Jackson Sizlove here. Warnament batting .286 on the season. 6 hits in 21 at-bats. All singles. That one misses. 1-0 the count. Warnament gets a hold of this one, hits it into center field, but the center fielder right there to make the play for the final out of the inning.
Great
Huge
job by the Chieftains to get out of that tough situation.
And that's exactly the kind of situation. I mean, Tony Swanigan knew exactly what he was doing with that call to the bullpen. He wanted to go out there, calm his guy down, and say, don't worry about anything. Let's just get these 2 outs.
No, you can't.
Don't worry about these runners. Don't worry about the bases. Let's just get these outs. And that's exactly what he did. Great job by Tyson Swanigan to work his way out of that jam. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at 2. Got a great ball game here today, folks. It's been a treat. And people definitely got their money's worth today.
Oh yeah, this is a battle. This is SBC River. No surprise. About a 5-minute trip on State Route 18, you know what I mean? So, very familiar faces.
That's right.
Hopewell and Gibsonburg are tied for top of the league with 1 loss.
Tied, okay. Gibsonburg's in the SBC River, okay.
Yes, sir.
That was a big dub by Gibsonburg.
Absolutely.
It was.
That's another one of those teams I don't think a lot of people saw coming at the beginning of the year, but man, they put together a solid campaign this season. Lakota's another one. I don't think anybody saw them coming the way they are this year. They're locked in. I think they're 13-5 on the season.
Okay. A couple kids, I coach a 13U travel team from Lakota, so I have to say something to them. See what's up.
They're building a quality program over there.
All right.
All sports. I mean, Kevin Yeckley does a great job over there as the AD.
I think we'll be there Monday, won't we, Nate?
Yes, we will. That's one of our makeup games.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't have another one.
Right.
Fingers crossed for Friday. Mason Johnson, first pitch misses for a ball. Let's go back to the main feed here. Tied at 2. That one in there for a strike. Johnson fired that one in there to even the count at 1-1.
Hopewell with their heart of the order. This is what they want. Get a run here. And
Bohr slaps that one right back up the middle. Base hit for Ashton Bohr. That'll help the old batting average. He's got 2 hits on the day, 2 for 3 at the plate for Ashton Bohr.
Yep, that usually bumps it up unless you're already bad.
He's at 5'10" right now, so.
Yeah, so
Crazy to be
not much bumping it up, you know.
Eric Hoover at the plate now for the Chieftains. Nobody out. Runner at first. Squares to bunt, but that one misses outside.
It's all about that plate discipline.
Yep, a lot of faith in his 4 and 5 guy. Not only 4-hitter to get the bunt down, but, you know, you're going in your 5 hole. It's balanced throughout the whole order.
Squared to bunt that one, but fouls it back. Now 1-2 the count. I'll probably take the bunt sign off. Oh, 1-1. My bad. High. 2-1 the count. Johnson's not going to give him anything to bunt. Swing away. That one fouled straight back. Two-two the count on Hoover. Hits that one straight back. Foul. Count stays 2-2.
That's what you got to do. Stay alive. Widen up. Get the ball in play. Move them over any way you can to get that runner over into scoring position.
That one high. 3-2 the count. So a full count for Eric Hoover. Runner on first. That one misses.
Nobody.
So Hoover draws a walk. Now runner on first and second. With nobody out.
Now batting your first baseman, number 22.
Just to take a note,
Fidelli.
the batter up at bat has had a couple of walk-offs this year, so he is familiar to
Oh, he's clutch.
knocking in runs with batters on base.
Oh, yeah. So he's ready. He wanted this moment. He was already looking for it. And, you know, the top of the 6 out in defense, he's thinking, runner gets on second. I'm going to get us ahead. We're going to come top 7. We're ending it.
I mean, he's batting 500 on the season.
Man, you saying these batting averages.
I know.
It's crazy.
It is. It's ridiculous. Every one of these Hopewell batters is batting over 292. Every single one of them.
Their team average is probably 4.
It's got to be, yeah,
know.
380, 390, close to 4 probably.
How often
yeah.
do you hear that or
It's-
see
You
that
don't
for
really.
a high school team?
That's just a good hitting coach with a great approach, because these kids they're not out here swinging for the fences. They're hitting what they see.
They're
See
taking
ball,
what's
hit
given-
ball.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Take what's given to you.
And that goes with the plate discipline.
That's right. Tyler Fidelli.
Let's see if the Senecas can get themselves out of a jam.
24 hits and 48 plate appearances this year. That equates to a 500 batting average. Misses high and inside. 1-0 the count.
That's neat. We got a guy down here at the radar. That last pitch was 68.
There we go.
Right down here.
I like that.
69.
Missed with that one.
That's different, too.
I'm going to get me one of those.
Right?
I'm sure they make them where we can integrate it into the broadcast somehow. That, you know, talk about next level.
I didn't catch that one.
That one missed high. 3-0 the count.
Oh, it's not good. No bueno.
Back in your corner here that you don't want to be in.
That's right.
There you go.
Fires
Find
that
it.
one in there for a strike. 3-1. Johnson had settled in pretty well for the last 4 innings, but he has walked the last 2 batters to load the bases here with nobody out. in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, for Calvert, infield's got to be in 4-1. You know, you got to do what you got to do to avoid that runner on third from scoring.
Cohen Senebal, the batter for Hopewell-Loudon. Chance to play hero here for the freshman. That went inside. He scrapes him back. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Tied at 2. High pressure situation here. Swing and a miss. Johnson blows it by him. The 1-1. In there for a strike.
Now that there's 2
1 and
strikes,
2.
you know, you just got to get the batter and hopefully get a strikeout here. That'd be huge.
Swing and a miss.
Big strikeout, big strikeout.
And Senebal goes down swinging. You can tell he wanted to play hero there.
Look, you like to see this out of, you know, looks like Palm took charge, called time himself. He's kind of getting them together like, hey.
That's senior
we got your
leadership
back.
right there.
Right.
No doubt about it.
And, I mean, double play gets you out of the inning here. No run scored. So
He's letting them know, come back or to you, I got you. Or, you know, come back or go 4-1 probably. But
that's right.
He had some sort of meeting there, but you don't see that very often.
That's senior leadership, man. Still tied at 2. 1 out now. Bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded.
Pinch hitter.
Matt Wyman, the pinch hitter for Hopewell-Loudon. Hits that one right back up the middle. Base hit. 1 run will score. Around third. 2 runs will score. That one's going to get away from the catcher. So the runners will advance to second and third. 2-run score.
Huge clutch pinch hit.
Right. He almost couldn't ask for a better placement there.
Wow.
Pitcher almost snagged it. He almost snapped it off, but not quite.
What a big-time double. Actually, that'll go as a base hit and a error. A big-time pinch hit by Matt Wyman.
Super
His
clutch.
first hit of the year.
Coming through, hey.
What a time for it.
What a time for your first hit of the year. Wyman coming in clutch to give the Chieftains
When
a
the lights
2-run
come
lead.
on. Maybe he just got called up. Who knows? Maybe he was treading on JV.
Just got called up from the big league to the big leagues.
Well, I'm serious, JV. You know, maybe he's having a great time.
It's just funny how you say called up. I'm like, yeah, called up to the big leagues. Got that call up from AAA, huh? Thomas Daniel at the plate.
Ooh.
Good thing we got a good announcer up here because that's not on my roster here. So it is on this one, but not on my stat sheet.
Another one that might have just got called up.
Now we're up in the big leagues.
Talk about the momentum swings on
For
both
sure.
sides tonight.
And, you know, getting that big hit, that's what made the difference so far.
Swing and a miss.
There's been a couple times both teams have been in some situations where they could have opened it up, but they got out. But Hopewell came through. Bottom of the 6th.
Daniel goes down swinging for the second out of the inning.
That's a big out, too.
Seems like the Chieftains from the first inning are back here in the 6th inning now.
Right. They're a streaky team. They can score runs in bunches. That's what they did against Seneca East. Remember, Greg?
Yeah, you called that one exactly the way it happened, Nate. Here in the first inning of this one, I thought the Chieftains were just going to start running away with it the way they opened up this game.
Johnson has pitched a heck of a ball game. Yeah, hell of a heck of a whatever. FCC's not coming after me.
I don't think hell of a is a bad word.
Yeah.
One word.
That one
It is,
inside.
It's one word.
Brush is the batter
It's easy to say.
I hope that was Mom. That one in there for a strike. Of course, that's easy for a fan to say. You know, it only hurts a little bit. You ever been hit with a baseball going 70 mile an hour? It doesn't hurt just a little bit.
Yeah.
There's that, and you got 2 ducks in the pond.
That one misses. 3-1 the count. Falter with a good eye here. He's got 10 walks and 41 plate appearances, so he can get on base. 586 on base percentage. Falter fouls that one off to the right, so now a full count with 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Johnson misses with that one, puts him on. You think that was a situation where he had that base open. He didn't want to give him a pitch to hit. He's like, I'm going to throw this outside and try to make him swing at a bad pitch.
Makes it a forced out in any base.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
True. 2 outs, bottom of the order. I think as a pitcher, you just want to get the out if you can get the out, get out. But yeah, if it was Ashton Bohr, I totally agree with you. He didn't want to give him anything to hit, but I don't know, bottom of the lineup, something you want to get the out. You want to go hit.
I got to respect a guy with a .439 batting average, though. Falter's
For sure.
definitely not somebody that you want to mess around with.
Right.
We had a call to the bullpen. Yeah, a call to the bullpen brought to you by your friends at Rodgers Flowers, as it looks like Nick Palm will be making his way onto the pitcher's mound.
That makes me feel like last pitch wasn't done.
I'm sorry, Greg, you were cutting up at the end of that. What was that?
I said that makes me feel like that last pitch wasn't done on purpose since they're doing the switch here.
Maybe. Of course, Nick Palm on the season. 17 innings pitched, a 3.29 ERA, 20 strikeouts in 17 innings pitched. But he's also given up 16 hits in 17 innings. So he does strike batters out, but if you can get if you can get squared up,
Oh, yeah.
he gives you some pitches to hit. So that means he's in the strike zone. He likes to work in the strike zone. Once again, call to the bullpen brought to you by your friends at Rodgers Flowers. Flower shop season is in full swing. Stop in and see Brian today. Grab yourself a hanging flower basket or pick up something special for Mom for Mother's Day. That's right, Mother's Day is this Monday. Don't forget, Rodgers Flowers is your one-stop destination for all your special occasion needs.
Hey, you don't want to forget Mother's Day, or you'll have to make a much more expensive trip to Rodgers Flowers.
That's right. That's exactly right. Mother's Day flowers are a lot cheaper than, what are those? Forgiveness flowers, I guess is what they call it. Forgive me for forgetting Mother's Day. Nick Palm misses with that first pitch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Still 4-2 Chieftains. This one skied, third base side. Johnson gloves it over his head and makes that play for the final out. That was kind of a hard play to make.
It was tough. Palm did what he was supposed to do when he came in and got the out. So let's see if the Senecas can score 3 runs to take the lead and shut them down and see if Hopewell can close them.
So we head to the top of the 7th.
Looks like we got a pitching change. Looks like the pitcher and the catcher just swap places.
No. Wrong button. Come on. I love it.
pretty
clicking back and
commonplace.
things.
Hey now,
Clicking back and forth thing is real fun.
I offered to run the computers.
You did offer.
Trying to give you a little bit of a break from double duties all the time.
It's all good. I got to learn because, I mean, football season comes around. We're going to have to do it again. So it's not like I'm going to have somebody running this for me. It's all new territory for us here at Heart of Ohio Sports, but we're learning on the fly. Ashton Bohr on the mound. Another one of our calls to the bullpen brought to you by Rodgers Flowers. Bohr on the season has yet to give up a run, and at least an earned run anyways. He's given up 2 runs, but none of them earned. 9 2/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, just 6 hits.
They have
He is
saves?
2-0 on the season.
They have saves?
No, they do
Taylor?
not keep track
Okay.
of saves. At least
No, I feel it.
this league doesn't.
Okay.
So behind the plate,
Leading up for the Senecas, shortstop
Tyson Swanigan basically just swapped places with Ashton Bohr.
Go, Chieftains. Play some D here.
So
Who else but Nick Palm's going to start us off here?
That's right,
Top of
leading
the order
off.
for the Calvert. For Calvert, that's what you asked for.
Nick Palm leading off for Tiffin Calvert. Chieftains lead 4-2. First pitch low for a ball. Palm just looks like a baseball player, you know, like just natural. In there for a strike, 1-1. And Bohr has that imposing presence on the mound. Nick Palm fouls that one off to the left.
So the one thing I've noticed about Palm is he just always looks like he's really having a good time out there.
Oh, for all
Very
smiles all
confident.
the time.
Go get it, boy.
The 1-2 hit back up the middle.
That's gonna be a tough
Palm's
play.
gonna beat this one. Yep, glove and no throw as Palm beat it out.
The line drive in the book.
Hustle out of the box. I mean, for a left-hander, it's a shorter distance
yeah.
down the line. So
Yep. Once it got past that pitcher and the grass killing it, me and you both knew that was going to be a tough play to make by the shortstop.
leadoff runner at first. That one in the dirt as
Great
Palm.
awareness.
Yeah, that was great awareness by Nick Palm as he
Great
scoots his
jump.
way to second base.
Yep, no hesitation. As soon as he see that in the dirt, he was gone.
He might be okay at both spots, but he can't do both at the same time.
A little bit of a discussion here.
Maybe Balk. I don't know, maybe.
Short discussion.
Only
That
thing
would
I
have been
could-
the only thing I could have thought of was
yeah,
maybe a balk.
Yeah, maybe coach on third would say, "Hey, see if he's doing this or that," you know, in a balk situation. But I didn't pay attention.
That one low once again. Palm's going to get to third now. So 2 straight pitches, and Palm has scooted his way from first to third. Nobody out. 2-0 the count. And Yakel looks like he's going to score a run with this one. Bobbled by the second baseman, but he does throw over to get the out at first.
Good job of getting a hold of that one after the bobble.
Yeah. But a run scored
Now batting
for Tiffin Calvert.
baseman Johnson.
They now trail by 1, 4-3.
Defense, boy.
Great ball game here today.
It is.
If we can make it to next week, it's supposed to be
Mason Johnson, the batter. Swing and a miss.
Big swing and a miss. He was trying to tie the game up with one swing.
Ashton Bohr reared back and fired that one right by him. Johnson batting .372 on the season. Swing and a miss on that one. 0-2 the count.
Go get him, kid. Let's go.
That's what you like to hear. That talk from third base.
Yeah, but
Don't need you to tie it right now. We got a good batter behind you. Just get on base. There he is. Good eye there. Takes that one low for a ball. 1-2 the count. Johnson does have 2 homers on the season, though. That one outside. 2-2 the
He's
count.
bound. Way to even it up. Way to fight back and even up the count.
Come on, don't lose him.
Righty-lefty matchup here. The 2-2. Johnson gets a hold of that one, but it's going to be a short fly ball fielded by the center fielder for the second out of the inning. So Seneca's down to their final 3 strikes here.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16, Garrett Spawn.
A lot of pressure on Garrett Spawn here.
2 doubles center so far today.
That's right.
Yep.
Had himself a great game today. Had him a great game on Monday as well. That one high. Spawn watches that one. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Chieftains leading 4-3. Trying to close this one out. Spawn hits this one right side and foul. It's going to drop.
Thought he was going to get under that for a second.
Yeah, right fielder had good effort. He almost got there.
Yeah, he was close. We'll say that. Close. See you rocking that red cream soda up here.
It's the only way to go.
Man,
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
that's my favorite. That's my Fort Ball staple every time I go to Fort Ball. Spawn slaps
What a
that one
day.
into left field. That one gets down for a base hit. So he is 3 for 4 on the day.
2 out lightning. That's it. Make something happen.
Now batting, the first baseman,
That'll bring up Max Paul.
Max Paul.
Paul batting .275 on the season.
So one thing I love about baseball is there's no clock that's determining the end. You got to get that last out no matter what.
That's right. Seneca's staying alive here.
Not over till it's over.
Runner at first, 2 down. Paul gonna hit that one. It's gonna get down for a base hit into right field. So runners at first and second. 2 outs.
Just like that, guys.
A little bit of 2-out magic here for the Senecas.
As the hitter, this is what you live for.
Now batting, left fielder,
Big situations like this.
Go, boys. Come on. Get it going.
And you think early in this inning with Bohr missing low, maybe he might be overthrown a little bit, and that's why he's hitting
Right? Or
high.
yeah.
And these hitters are getting a hold of him. That one in there for a strike. Paints the outside corner. That was a nice pitch right there.
Slick one.
The 0-1. Fouled back. 0-2. Seneca's down to their final strike.
Right here, Bohr's got to take a deep breath, rock back, and have his best pitch of the day. End it.
Harry Schultz, the batter. 0-2 the count. 2 down. Runners at second and first. That one in there for a strike 3 called. Ball game.
Just like I said, right there, he needed a rock back, best pitch of the night, fire, and that's what he did. Said, game over. We're going to.
You guys talked about composure as the key to the game. That was it right there.
That was mental composure right there from Ashton Bohr. What a ball game here today, folks.
It's almost like we knew what type of game this was going to be, you know?
It's almost like we've been to a couple games before. Going on our 10th, I think, of the season here. So, yeah, Great game today. Outstanding ball game by both teams. Seneca's battling all the way through. Chieftains scrapping their way to this win. I mean, got the 2-0 lead. Seneca's came back to tie it. Chieftains go out and get that 2-run lead going into the 7th. Seneca's, I mean, they just didn't go away, man.
Yeah,
Great effort by both teams today.
Yeah, it was. It was a great battling on the mound. It was a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers were competing, and Hopewell had the clutch hits when it mattered the most.
So with the loss, that'll drop Tiffin Calvert to 7-9 on the season. They are 6-8 within the SBC River. That'll move Hopewell to 15-1 and 9-1 within the SBC River Division. So big win for the Chieftains as they look forward as regular season comes to a close. They're getting into playoff shape now.
Yeah. Yep. May baseball. That's what you're thinking.
All right, folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because we still got more exciting action coming your way as we have the First National Bank of Sycamore postgame show where we will bring you the MST Sauce Company Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, welcome back. You're locked in here with Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome to the postgame show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Nate Mullins and Carter Mullins with you on the call. Thanks for tuning in here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. 4-3 is your final score. Hopewell with a big win over Tiffin Calvert. And I'll tell you, it wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. This was a tough win for Hopewell and one they can hang their hat on because, I mean, they held a lead. Seneca's came back to tie it, and then they pushed themselves out to another 2-run lead, and they still didn't go away. Seneca said, no, we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying to get this one, and they closed this one out. This is a big win when you talk about going into the postseason. This is something you can put in the back of your mind and say, we've done this before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting them wins, the gritty wins at the end of the game, doing what you got to do to advance runners and just scoring one more run than the other team.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about our postgame. First of all, you're listening to the postgame show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's talk about our player of the game brought to you by MST Sauce Company, and they'll be seeing us here shortly. But let's talk about that player of the game. MST Sauce Company player of the game. I think we were all in agreement. It was a unanimous decision that we decided Tyson Swanigan is the MST Sauce Company player of the game for today. He definitely earned it. He went 6 innings pitched. I can't even tell you how many strikeouts because I wasn't keeping track. But I mean, he mowed down quite a few hitters. But what really impressed me, and you guys mentioned it down there with the cameras, the way he was able to get out of those bases-loaded situations multiple times and only surrendering those 2 runs. I mean, great game from Tyson Swanigan. He deserves the MST Sauce Company player of the game.
Yep, I couldn't agree with you more. He went on the bump. He took command. He was pounding the zone. For the most part, he was getting ahead of batters, and he was throwing the pitches he wanted to. He was locked in, like you said. Got in a couple tough situations, but he got out of them and came on top with the dub. Yeah. Also, Mason Johnson had a great job. First inning he was kind of off a little bit, but he ended up finding it, and he threw a great game. Just Hopewell got the clutch hit when it mattered.
That's right, and that's what baseball comes down to. Especially you talk about when we came here, when we showed up here today. most of the morning it was spitting and raining and misting and all this stuff. I didn't know if we were going to have a good game today. I didn't know what kind of game we were going to have. If we were even going to have a game about noon, I was sitting here thinking, are they going to play in this?
Right.
But it dried up. The field dried up, gave them some good playing conditions, and we played a baseball game today, and it was a damn good baseball game.
Definitely SBC River battle, that's for sure.
Right. All right, so your MST Sauce Company player of the game, once again, Tyson Swanigan, for his efforts on the mound today. And, that's pretty much it. 4-3 final score. Guys, any final thoughts down there before we wrap things up?
No.
Nothing? Fair enough. What about you, Carter? Anything?
Hey, it was a great day for baseball. I'm glad to be here. Until next time, Nate.
That's right. And next time is hopefully, let's fingers crossed, hopefully this Friday as we bring you Tiffin Columbian baseball.
We gotta move this.
And they are playing Norwalk. That is, once again, this Friday, Tiffin Columbian versus Norwalk.
Tough SBC Lake Division battle?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to be a heck of a ball game between those two schools.
God, big game
But once
on Friday.
again, tune in this Friday. More high school baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports as we bring you Tiffin Columbian versus Norwalk. I believe that is a strikeout cancer game, right, Greg? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, he's got his headphones off.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it is. That's
what
a big deal.
I think that's what Dan Hartzell was telling me on Monday when we were talking. That is a strikeout cancer game. So tune in this Friday. Columbian versus Norwalk. It'll be live here on Heart of Ohio Sports. 4:45 first pitch, so make sure you tune in right around, I'd say, 4:30 for the pregame show. Once again, 4-3 your final score here at Chieftains Field here in Bascom, Ohio. Want to take a moment and thank all of our sponsors once again for bringing you today's ball game. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Rodgers Flowers, Phillips Electric, Carmies Bar and Grill, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Benchwarmers, TJ Willies Fine Foods, 5-Star Maintenance and Construction, and Bookmeyer Printing. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. That's pretty much going to do it for us. Folks, I put out the reminders. I told you guys, Mother's Day's coming up this Sunday. Make sure you do your job as a son, as a father, whatever you need to do. Take care of the moms that are in your life because they take care of everything that is you. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the moms out there. So once again, we thank all the moms. And I'm telling you, if you want to get reservations at TJ Willies, you better make sure you call those in now because they're already starting to fill up for Sunday. So TJ Willies is taking reservations for Mother's Day. You want a great place to take mom for Mother's Day dinner or lunch? Call in your reservation today. TJ Willies Fine Foods. Once again, Mother's Day this Sunday. Don't forget, folks. That's going to do it for Carter Mullins and Greg Kinn, as well as Connor Roush. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Chieftains Field. Once again, your final score, Chieftains 4 and Tiffin Calvert 3. Thanks for tuning in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Have a good day, everybody.